Well, thank you. Daw Aung San Suu Kyi, it is a huge honor to be standing here with you. And your struggle, your bravery, your courage for standing up for the things that you believe in has been inspirational for people across the world who want to see democracy, who want to see freedom, who want to see human rights. And everyone in the United Kingdom has been inspired by your struggle. Today we can see in your country that there are changes taking place, reforms taking place, that I know you welcome and that we welcome. And that is one of the reasons I wanted to come today, because we care about what happens in your country. It is an incredibly beautiful country with extraordinary people. It shouldn't be as poor as it is. It shouldn't have suffered under dictatorship for as long as it has. And things don't have to be that way. And there is the real prospect of change. And I'm very much committed to working with you and trying to help make sure that your country makes those changes. I met with President Than Shwe today, and I think there are prospects for change in Burma, and I think it is right for the rest of the world to respond to those changes. Of course, we must respond with caution, with care. We must always be skeptical and questioning, because we want to know those changes are irreversible. But as we've discussed, I think it is right to suspend the sanctions that there are against Burma, to suspend them, not to lift them, and obviously not to include the arms embargo, because I do think it's important to send a signal that we want to help see the changes that can bring the growth of freedom, of human rights and democracy in your country. Clearly there are still so many things that need to happen. It is good that some political prisoners have been released, but we want to see more political prisoners released. It is good that you've had the by-elections, and many congratulations on your successful elections. But clearly we all look forward to the general election in 2015. It is good that there has been some progress with the terrible ethnic conflicts that have harmed this country for so many years. But clearly we need to see a real political solution to those conflicts in the months and the years to come. Let me just end again by saying what an inspiration it is to have followed your struggle, to have watched with your incredible courage and the light that you have shone to all those around the world who want to see freedom, democracy and greater human rights. What's happening here in Burma, I believe, shows that these things can happen, and they can happen in a peaceful way. And that is something we should be hugely encouraged by, because Burma not only needs political progress, but it desperately needs economic progress and greater wealth too. It is a tragedy that 1 in 3 children in this country are malnourished and that there is so much poverty. And I'm committed that Britain should do what it can to help not only with political progress, but also development and economic progress too. But thank you again for giving me such a warm welcome today. It is an honor to stand by your side.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to have Prime Minister Cameron here at this time, because I think this is the right time, absolutely the right time for him to come. As you all know, we've just had by-elections, and this means a step closer towards democracy. We still have a long way to go, but we believe that we can get there. I believe that President Thein Sein is genuine about democratic reforms, and I'm very happy that Prime Minister Cameron thinks that the suspension of sanctions is the right way to respond to this. I support the idea of sanctions rather than the lifting of sanctions, the suspension rather than the lifting of sanctions, because this would be an acknowledgement of the role of the President and other reformers. This suspension would have taken place because of the steps taken by the President and other reformers, and it would also make it quite clear to those who are against reform that should they try to obstruct the way of the reformers, then sanctions could come back. So this would strengthen the hand of the reformers, not just the suspension, but the fact that there is always a possibility of sanctions coming back again if the reformers are not allowed to proceed smoothly. We in Burma have always appreciated the help that friends have given us over these last decades, especially Britain, and other very close friends. They have always understood our need for democracy, our desire to take our place in the world, and the aspirations of our people. And we have always shared in the belief that what is necessary for Burma is an end to all ethnic conflict, respect for human rights, which would include the release of political prisoners, and the kind of development aid which will help to empower our people and take our country further towards the road to genuine democracy. I'm very, very happy to be able to welcome all of you, not just the Prime Minister, but all of you who are here today to Burma. And as this is the time of the Water Festival, it'll give you a good opportunity to wash away all your sins, should you have any. Perhaps you don't have any. And to get yourself nice and pure and happy for the new year that will be coming on the 17th of April. That's the first day of the Burmese New Year, 1374. And I very much hope that this is a year which will not only bring happiness to the people of Burma, democracy to our country, but also closer and better friendship between our countries. Thank you.
Thank you very much.